Task 7 talks about dealing with complaints that have been submitted to the Ombud for FSPs. Task 7 has one qualifying criteria. Let's look at Task 7, Qualifying Criteria 1. Explain the role and authority of the Ombud for FSPs. Let us now talk about the role of the FACE Ombud. There may be times when a client is not satisfied with the conduct of an FSP or KI or rep. Remember, a KI is a key individual. In such a case, the client would first need to try and resolve the matter with the FSP concerned. However, if the client is still dissatisfied or not happy, even after bringing the matter to the attention of the FSP, that client may lodge a complaint with the FACE Ombud against the FSP concerned. So, where would the client send their complaint to? The Ombud for Financial Services Providers, that's where. The Ombud for Financial Services Providers, or the FACE Ombud for short, is appointed by the Minister of Finance to resolve complaints submitted by clients against an FSP or KI or reps. And did you know that this service is free of charge to clients and consumers of financial products? This means if clients want to complain about poor or misleading advice they may have received from an FSP or KI or reps, they can approach the FACE Ombud for free. This is compared to going to the courts and hiring lawyers. So, what sort of complaints can a client lodge with the FACE Ombud? It's a complaint against the misconduct or misleading or even non-disclosure of facts by an FSP or KI or reps during the rendering of a financial service. The FACE Ombud will investigate a claim or allegations from a client that an FSP or KI or its reps has violated parts of the FACE Act and that the client has suffered or may suffer financial loss to the client. An FSP or KI or its reps has knowingly or negligently provided a financial service that has caused or may cause financial loss to the client. An FSP or KI or its reps has treated the client unfairly. Once a client has sent a complaint to the FACE Ombud, the Ombud must investigate and adjudicate on it. Let's now elaborate more about the role and authority of the FACE Ombud. The FACE Ombud's role is to handle or deal with complaints in a fair, informal, economical, and expeditious manner. The informal in this case means that the Ombud will deal with cases outside of a court environment. So, clients will receive the benefit of legal proceedings without the costs and the delays often associated with courts. This important task of handling or dealing with client complaints requires the FACE Ombud to always remain independent and impartial. This means that the FACE Ombud must give each side an opportunity to be heard without favoring any party. In handling or dealing with the complaints from clients, the FACE Ombud will also consider the contractual or other legal relationship between the client and the FSP. If clients sign contracts with FSPs, this will be taken into consideration. The circumstances and contents of such contracts will help the Face Ombud in deciding what is fair and equitable. The effectiveness of the Face Ombud lies in the type of complaints it can investigate. So, let's talk a bit more about these limitations where the Face Ombud cannot handle or deal with a lodged case. The first limitation is the time frame. The Face Ombud can investigate complaints that occurred after 30 September 2004. These complaints must be reported to the Face Ombud within 3 years of when a client becomes aware of a problem. This means there is a time limit of 3 years in which complaints can be submitted by clients to the Face Ombud. Claims that fall outside this window will not be investigated. The second limitation is the amount of money that can be claimed. The Face Ombud can take complaints and make a ruling on cases if the amount is a maximum of 800,000 Rand. This means that clients who have claims of an amount higher than 800,000 Rand would need to agree to reduce those claims to 800,000 Rand for the Face Ombud to proceed with them. This agreement to reduce the claim amount has to be in writing from the complaining client. The third limitation has to do with the client's choice between the Face Ombud and the courts. The Face Ombud will not investigate any complaints that have already been started or looked at in any court. Clients will have to choose to either take their complaint to a court or to the Face Ombud. Let's remember that the Face Ombud's process is free to clients, but court proceedings come at a cost. If, after looking at a complaint, the Face Ombud thinks that a complaint could be handled better by a court or other available dispute platforms, the client will be asked to rather take the complaint to that forum. Lastly, if a complaint has already been handled by the Face Ombud, it cannot be taken back for reassessment unless new evidence is presented. Let us go through a few questions to test our knowledge. The Face Ombud resolves dispute between consumers and FSPs that relate to: what about the quality or nature of the advice given? Yes. What about the experience of an advisor? No. What about the performance of an investment? No. When a client lodges a complaint with the Face Ombudsman, what is the fee payable by the client? What about a standard administration fee? No. What about a fee as determined by the Face Ombud? No. What about there is no cost? Yes. The Face Ombud service is free to clients. What is the maximum amount that can be considered by the Face Ombud? What about the claim exceeding 800,000 Rand? No. What about the claim not exceeding 800,000 Rand? Yes. A client took a plan in 2015 from an FSP. In January 2016, the client realized that she was given wrong advice. The client wants to complain against the advice that was given. What is the maximum time frame that the client can take the complaint to the Ombudsman? What about June 2016? No. Although the client can lodge the complaint with the FACE Ombud by June 2016, the client still has more time to lodge even after June 2016. What about January 2019? Yes. January 2019 represents 3 years since the client became aware of the problem. So, the client can lodge the complaint anytime between January 2016 and January 2019. Which of the following statements is true? What about the FACE Ombud can deal with complaints relating to conduct of reps who sold products after 1st October 2002? False. What about the FACE Ombud can deal with complaints relating to conduct of reps who sold products after 1st October 2004? True. The FACE Ombud can investigate complaints that occurred after 30 September 2004. We hope you enjoyed the video and learnt a lot. Please make sure to check out our other RE videos.